well, when it comes to females in hip hop now, one thing that I can say is that they're in a better position than they've ever been, whether it's financially, whether it's able to make their own decisions. There were a lot of things that female rappers, especially during my time and even the time before mine, were not able to do. There were certain decisions you couldn't make, whether you wanted to do your promotion, how you wanted the direction of your career, even to the fact of having children. There was always certain things that were scowled upon that people felt like, okay, well, as a female rapper, you can't do that. Either they wanted you to be boy, or they wanted you to be soul girl, that you couldn't have no in between and no real life. And now I see that the women are able to make their own decisions. And because of that, is the reason why I feel like there is not such a desperation to knock each other out the box. Like they realize now that there's not just a number one spot. Actually, now when you look at music, it's 5 number one spots because it's the 5 same artists that will always rotate on number one. So now it's not trying to be one of the ones. You just want to be one of the top 5. And female rappers have now definitely made themselves, they definitely take 2 to 3 of those spots every year. And I think that's the beautiful thing.
So who's your favorite right now?
I don't have a favorite. And I'm not saying that to sound politically correct or anything like that. I love different types of music at different times. My main music that I listen to, as with a lot of rappers who may not want to say this, but my main music that I listen to is old school R&B. I listen to old school R&B because when you've experienced so much in your life at a young age, there are certain fantasies through music that you still look and listen for. So I still love I want to love you. I want to marry you. I want to buy you a big house. I'm into that type of music that don't cry. Let me wipe your tears, as opposed to let's pop pills. Let's do this. Let's do that type, music that you may hear now sometimes. So that's where I lean towards. But when someone says to me, like, who's your favorite female rapper? I say all of them are my little sisters. So it's like asking me to pick my favorite little sister. Do I always agree with their behaviors? Absolutely not. But that goes with anyone that you love. You're not going to always agree with their behaviors if you feel that it's detrimental for them in any way. So if I see them do something that I don't like, I'll hit them with a text like, hey, too pretty for that. Or, because you have to know how to say things to people in order for them to understand that you're not coming from a bitter, old school rapper point. You got to hit them with the real auntie, with the real big sister shit. Like, listen, you're too beautiful for that. Don't do that anymore. Or, hey, what's going on? Call me. That type of thing.
Who was one of the last ones that you had to hit up?
I think I've hit up everybody within the past year. I think I've hit up everybody in the past year, and it's not just with hip hop. You could be like, even like Clarissa Shield, it depends, like whoever it is, whichever one of my sisters is out there doing some great things. And I may see something, I'll just hit them up with a whole bunch of hearts. Cause sometimes texts can be harsh. So you got to hit them with the text, but then you got to make sure you put the heart, the smiley face so that they know where your mindset is. And then they'll hit me back like, I love you. Okay, no problem. You're right. I shouldn't do that. Or you're right about that. And I take it with a lot of honor and pride that they see me in that light enough to respect my opinion.